Hello, I hope all of you are doing well. This video is to specifically focus on how to prepare for your History Civics paper, which I believe is on the 2nd of December, if I get the dates right. Okay. Now, 8 broad points which I want to highlight as to what your preparation strategy should be and also your approach during the examination. A list of dates I have put as a free PDF on our Study with Sudhir app. This is in the free study material. So please go and have a look at it. Certain important dates that you should remember, but don't go overboard with the kind of dates that you need to remember. But the important ones, the partition of Bengal, right? When did Chauri Chaura happen? 4th February 1922. Those kind of dates you need to remember. Recall questions, as far as history is concerned, is the way to prepare. How do you prepare for this recall questions, and what exactly do I mean by that? Do I say that you need to do rote learning? Absolutely not. Those who have listened to our videos on YouTube or listened to my videos and explanation notes on the Century batch, which is the History Civics course, would be aware on how I deal with history. You need to reduce it to a story. History ka HI nikal do, just look it as a story. You need to have an attitude of high story, right? That reduces the pressure to mug up. Mug up karne ki koshish mat karo. Do not try to mug up. Okay. Take a genuine interest in what really happened between 1857 and 1947, which is the broad contours of your history syllabus. Now, for instance, you see a thriller movie, right? You tell the story to your brother or your sister or anyone at home or any one of your friends. You are able to remember each and every twist and turn of what did the hero do, what did the villain do, what did the police do, right? So if you can remember that, with the same approach, you can do the history syllabus also, because the entire period, 90-year period between 1857 and 1947 is extremely riveting, quite a thriller in its own way, right? So if you take that kind of a positive approach instead of feeling अरे इसको रट्टा मारना पड़ेगा, it won't work. MCQs में तो रट्टा और भी कम मारना पड़ेगा, because here you are not being asked to write full paragraphs the way your seniors were asked in a subjective paper or the way you would be asked in semester 2. Here you need to just remember and recall in the examination the important dates or what happened, the aims, the objectives, what happened, the events, etc. Right? Now, map it all in your own notes. That would really help, because that will make remembering and recall easier. And then test yourself with quality test papers like the ones we have on Study with Sudhir, which I'm extremely proud of. They are among the best that you can really get anywhere. Okay. And it will also give you a reality check of where you are placed, right? And okay, civics ke baare mein I'll come to it in a bit. In fact, history dates se yaad aaya. In fact, one of my friends just sent me the photograph of a student who had listened to one of my earlier videos and has followed the same process that I did for Tejaswini, and he has put all the history dates on his study wall. And his mother told my friend that he now remembers all the dates. He's gone overboard with it, but he now remembers all the dates. So that's the way, and I really like and I compliment this student for that. Now, it's okay whichever book you're following, right? Do not try to invest in new books now, though in terms of which book is the best, I recommend Morning Star. I think it's the most comprehensive among all the textbooks that are available. Pay special attention to which Governor General did what. Dalhousie, Wellesley, Canning, the different Governor Generals. Pay attention to the hallmark events. Jallianwala Bagh, Chauri Chaura, Simon Commission, Dandi March. Pay attention to objectives and the methods. What did the early nationalists say? What did they believe in? What did the radicals believe in? Obviously also focus on personalities. Subhash Chandra Bose, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru. Obviously, these are important personalities that you need to know about. Lord Mountbatten. Civics can be tricky. In fact, more tricky than history. And I'll tell you why. Because here, apart from recall questions, you will be asked application-based questions. And I would think that expect at least 3 to 4 application-based questions, which will test you on how well you understand the parliamentary procedures. And we have put a whole lot of them in a sample papers on civics. And I'm really confident that they will give you an idea about what kind of application-based questions can be asked in your examination. Understand every term carefully. हर term को अच्छी तरह से समझिए. Quorum का क्या मतलब है? Interpellation का क्या मतलब है? And this is not rocket science, right? क्वेश्चन आवर में क्या होता है, the different terms which are there as part of what is vote on account and how it is different from a full-fledged union budget. Make your own kind of codes, like the way we had made BMW, budget, monsoon, winter, sessions of parliament. You remember that, you will never forget those kind of things. Do not get confused between adjournment of the house and adjournment motion. Confused hote ho, fir se padho so that you understand it clearly. Also understand who elects who. Who elects the members of the Rajya Sabha? Don't write Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha members take part in the election of who? You need to know. Who is the speaker elected by? Who is the deputy speaker elected by? Is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha elected by the members of the Rajya Sabha? No. So you need to know all these kind of small parliamentary details which will help you as far as the civics part is concerned. And the entire chapter, to my mind, can be divided in about half a dozen chunks. Okay, so if you divide it into half a dozen, 6 or 7 chunks, it'll just make it easier for you to comprehend it and make those small abbreviations, and it'll make your job easier. If you have not prepared at all, there are some students, some of them had written to me last night, this morning, that they have not prepared history civics at all. They're just starting now. Seek the help of someone who can teach you. It could be your teacher, it could be someone in your neighborhood, or it could be the century batch. Entirely up to you. Okay, because the century batch extends till the end of semester 2. So you're investing in now as well as investing for semester 2. If you have prepared well, if you're in the second category of students who have prepared well, please work on MCQs till Saturday. Okay, and you can take a look at the Study with Sudhir MCQ series, 400 odd questions. You can do that till Saturday, and it will give you a check on how well you are prepared. Pata chal jayega if you are scoring 37 on 40 or 32 on 40 or 39 on 40. It will give you an idea about how well you are placed. Last thing, before the examination, read your notes carefully, okay, and very thoroughly. I hope you have notes. History, civics, you can score 40 and 40. Those who are part of the century batch, please read my notes before you go to the examination. Do not miss the chance to score a 40 on 40. Last point, which portion should you attempt first? Nothing like that. You can go in chronological order. Keep about 10 to 12 minutes at the end for revision in case if you have not managed to answer a question. But reading carefully, especially when it comes to civics, is a must. Another last point, if there is some question which says which of these is incorrect, or which of these is not a part of, say, legislative powers of parliament, whenever there is a not thing, read it very carefully, because often we tend to make a mistake, and I'm seeing students make a mistake in a hurry in their enthusiasm. They think that yahi hoga and galti karte hain. So whenever there is a not or an incorrect statement which is mentioned in the question, read those questions very carefully. Okay, I hope these tips will help you. All the best to you. Happy learning and happy revision, and stay safe.